Everybody, and welcome here to Chase Race number 4 of Season 9 of the NNSCRA Mobil1 Cup Series. We are here tonight at the Lady in Black under the lights at Darlington Raceway. This track, a very technical racetrack, a lot of on and off the throttle, even some brake coming into play, and you gotta basically very pinpoint-like make your way through these turns, or else you're gonna leave Darlington Raceway with the very famed Darlington stripe on the right side of your race car. And this is going to be a challenge for these chasers as well, depending on where they start in tonight's lineup. The highest starting chaser tonight will be Sean Galligan, starting the outside of the front row alongside of Nick Smith, who's looking for his second win of the season. He won earlier on the season at the road course of Watkins Glen. Gene Sanford will roll off from the 4th position, Austin Mongold in 7th, and those are the only 3 chasers that qualified for this evening's event inside of the top 10. Ty Dent rolls off 13th place. Looking further down, you gotta go a long ways before you find Lewis Stevens in 22nd, Trent Dunham in 24th. Then you gotta go all the way down outside of the top 30 before you find last week's winner Kyle Corbett in 31st place rather. Alex May in 32nd. Cody Lamas, the points leader coming into this race, will roll off from 33rd. Dylan Young is 35th. Chris Washer 38th. And Jacob Lawler gonna have to do it all the way from dead last. Let's go trackside now for the command to fire up the engines for tonight's race at Darlington.
Drivers, start your engines!
Getting ready for 19 laps of racing. Now Cody Lamas, for the last 3 races, the 3 races that started off the chase, he has been absolutely stellar. Even though he hasn't found victory lane yet here in Season 9, he has been so consistent. He comes into today's race with a 21-point advantage over last week's winner from Mid-Ohio, that being Kyle Corbett. 22 points ahead of Ty Dent, 24 points ahead of Sean Galligan, and 25 points ahead of Chris Washington. It's actually really close. Corbett, Dent, Galligan, and Washington second on down to 5th. But aside from that, it's not really close there to the points leader. But here we go. 19 laps of racing here tonight at Darlington. Nick Smith gets us underway. Sean Henley going to move underneath Sean Galligan, move into the 2nd position. Momo Akari now looking for 3rd. Not a whole lot of race here tonight. 19 laps, so if you're going to make your move, you got to make it sooner rather than later. Later could be too late. And Nick Smith will lead him down here and complete the first lap. Austin Mongold trying to fight Sean Galligan and Gene Sanford for highest chaser. And wait a minute, I think caution could very well be out just now. I thought I just saw the lights are on. Yes, they are. They are still racing it back around to the stripe here. Apparently they crossed the line before that yellow flag came out. Nick Smith going to lead him out of turn number 4. Looks like trouble in turn 4 was the reason for this yellow. And the top 4, top 5 are single file coming to our first caution of the evening. Car smoking there. That is the 28 of David Rivera. Apparently something involving him. There he is. Rivera has worked his way up to 3rd highest in the standings out of the non-chasers this season. He's actually the highest running non-chaser rookie as well. And it's hard luck here tonight at Darlington for sure. Don't know who else may have been involved. There's Bob Jones. He's got damage on Ishel Pennzoil Chevrolet. For the most part, everybody else is okay. You see Jacob Lawler there. He's picked up a couple of spots since we went green. Danny Wells has got right side damage. He's already got a Darlington stripe. So we're under caution for the first time here tonight at Darlington. Nick Smith is your current leader. Let's see what happened to David Rivera and Bob Jones. This incident starting just inside of the top 20. Danny Wells, we saw he had that Darlington stripe. Well, there you go. He goes up into the wall. That kills all of James Quall's momentum. He gets into the back of Danny, and then the car kind of gets loose on him. And he comes down into Bob Jones. There's Lewis Stevens getting involved. Trent Dunham, front end damage. That's two chasers right there. And one fell swoop collected in this one. Look at the points leader, Cody Lamas. Just get to the inside. Dylan Young just avoids near disaster as Steve Pollard gets turned around in front of James Silverfox. And there's David Rivera as well. Jessica Shelton getting a small piece. She almost ended up collecting Carson Gum. And then Rivera, you see, apparently he hit the wall pretty hard. Clay Rogers going to try and maneuver his way by. Jacob Lawler and Jessica Shelton nearly made some contact with each other. And I'm a little concerned right there about the damage on the 8 of Trent Dunham. Trent came into this race tied for 7th in the standings with Dylan Young. And according to my calculations, he was about 39 points out of the top position in points. This is not good for him here tonight at Darlington. A number of other chasers getting some damage from that, including Lewis Stevens, which this could take him completely out of the championship picture early on here. And I don't know if it's really going to affect them or not. Trent's going to have to try and just get out there, salvage what he can here. But that is what has put us under the caution for the first time here tonight at Darlington. I'd say about maybe 10 to 12 cars involved and about 3 chasers collected in this first incident of the evening. Getting ready to go back to green on lap 7 of 19, and I said 3 chasers involved. We already knew about Trent Dunham and Lewis Stevens getting involved, but Jacob Lawler did get a little tiny piece of that incident. Nothing significant, but nonetheless did get a slight piece of that wreck. Nick Smith will line up as the leader. Second place, Sean Henley. First time Henley will have a single file restart to be able to try and do something with Nick Smith. Then you got Momo Akari in third. Sean Galligan, the highest rating of the chasers right now, in fourth. Fifth is Kyle Matthews. Then it's Austin Mongold, Charles Jackson, Gene Sanford, Ty Dent, and Daniel Gilbert, the top 10. 4 chasers currently in the top 10 for this restart. Drivers out of the race after what we just saw. There are 2 of them, David Rivera and Trent Dunham. So Trent Dunham, a very dismal finish for him here tonight. This is going to hurt him in the chase standings. Cody Lamas, who we saw mired back in traffic, will restart in 26th position. Kyle Corbett starting 1 spot ahead of him in 25th. We'll see if those 2 will make their way to the front here. So when we hit the stripes, there's 13 to go here tonight at Darlington. Charles Jackson already making a move back there. That is for the 6th position underneath of rookie Austin Mongold. Meanwhile, Nick Smith has got a bit of distance between himself and 2nd place. That's actually a fight going on for 3rd behind Sean Henley. Galligan moving by Momo Akari. Now Kyle Matthews will fill the hole, and Charles Jackson, Gene Sanford waiting to do the same. Henley trying to reel in that number 3 of Nick Smith, who's got the benefit of clean air out in front. Henley, though, has closed up the gap, and he is right there within striking distance, although Sean Galligan is also right there, trying to hound Henley for that 2nd position, the runner-up spot. Will Henley make any kind of a move? Right there, he is in striking distance. He just needs to be able to get a run on Nick Smith. Nick Smith doing a lot more mirror driving through the back of his machine than he is out the front. And now Sean Galligan's going to capitalize. Here he comes looking for 2nd place off of Sean Henley. Galligan will now move into the 2nd position. Hasn't quite cleared Henley yet, though. That's going to allow Nick Smith to open up a bit of distance between himself and now the new 2nd place driver, the Aspen Dental Toyota of Galligan. Right now, with where Cody Lamas and Kyle Corbett are mired back in, Sean Galligan can certainly benefit with a win here tonight. Ty Dent right now in the top 10. Well, actually, no, I think he just fell outside of the top 10. He might have just worked his way back in now. No, not quite. And now, we got 3-car fight at the front here. Galligan and Momo Akari getting a nice run there out of turn 2, and here comes Galligan for the lead. First challenge of the night for Nick Smith comes in the form of the former Mobil1 Cup Series champion. And look at Gene Sanford getting a run there. She's latched onto the back of Momo Akari, and now she's up in this mix. Akari gonna kind of force Nick Smith up the track there, force away to the inside. Drafting help there from Gene Sanford, literally pushed Momo Akari and almost turned her off of turn 2. And somehow that allowed Momo Akari a chance to the inside of Galligan. Not necessarily the way she wanted to go to the inside, but it worked. And Momo Akari is now out in front. 7 to go at the line. Gene Sanford now going to try and take the highest chaser spot. She's now up to second. Daniel Gilbert moving into third. Whoa! Close contact there between the 21 and the 25. They nearly wrecked it out of 2. And now here comes Joshua Collard into the mix along with Charles Jackson. Those are 2 drivers that would love to get to victory lane. Collard for the second time this season. Jackson for the first time here in Season 9. Momo Akari out in front though. Momo looking for her first win of the season in that 42. Daniel Gilbert right now in second. What a dismal season it's been for him, but it's been a dismal season for Jeff Fair, and he went to victory lane at Martinsville a couple of weeks ago. Could Daniel Gilbert do the same here tonight at Darlington? Another driver that's been having terrible luck is Kyle Matthews, 40th in points, and he's up inside the top 5 now. Gilbert and Collard working together there. They have now run down Momo Akari. Now Collard's going to peek out of line. He's going to go for second place instead, and now that's going to allow Momo Akari to open up maybe a little bit of distance once again. At the line, it's 4 to go here at Darlington. Collard has not yet cleared Daniel Gilbert for the second position. Gilbert trying to throw the block on Collard, and that's close quarter racing back there, and it's allowing Momo Akari to scamper away and keep the distance open between herself and that battle for second, as Collard still now has cleared Daniel Gilbert, now has Charles Jackson pushing him. Can these 2 work together here before the race ends to be able to run down Momo Akari? Collard now clear of traffic, trying to catch the draft off the back of the 42 Chevrolet Camaro. Jackson is now cleared for third. Kyle Matthews to fourth. Gene Sanford is now up into fifth. Next time around it is 2 to go, and Collard is closing. Single file amongst the top 5. Gene Sanford now peeks out of line for fourth under Matthews. But Jackson and Collard, they are nose to tail. They are working together to reel in Momo Akari. Oh, is Jackson stepping out of line? He is. That's going to allow Momo Akari to open up distance again. White flag displayed this time. Does anyone have anything for Momo Akari? White flag here at Darlington. Still side by side for second as Momo enjoys a 4/10 of a second lead. Jackson now moves to second. Gene Sanford into third. Can they get any kind of a run down the back straightaway here into 3? The distance is closing, but I'm not sure it's going to close quickly enough. Maybe it will. Look at the run. Jackson gets out of 4, but no, time has run out, and Momo Akari hangs on to win her first Mobil1 Cup Series race here in her rookie season tonight at Darlington. A lot of tooth and nail battling back there for second place allows Momo Akari the benefit of being able to stay out in front, keep distance, and turn back any challengers, picking up the win here tonight at Darlington. What a win for that young rookie. Got herself to the front, never looked back, albeit beneficial that the second place was the spot most of the battling was going on for, but it doesn't matter. She had a strong race car and was able to pick up the win here tonight. Charles Jackson, one more lap and he might have had something for Momo Akari, but time just ran out too quickly for him. He'll have to settle for second. Gene Sanford is the highest finisher of the Chasers tonight in third. Kyle Matthews and Daniel Gilbert, great runs for both those struggling drivers. Sean Galligan going to finish in the 6th position after starting the outside of the front row. Joshua Collard 7th. How about Ricky Falcon? We never spoke about the 1 tonight. He's going to finish out in 8th. Ty Den finishes 9th, and Austin Mongold will complete the top 10. 4 Chasers finish the evening out in the top 10. Let's take a look at the rest of the finishing results, see where the rest of our Chasers finished out this race. You got to look a long ways down. None of the Chasers finished up there from 11th through 20th. Dylan Young finishes in 21st place. Cody Lamas The points leader coming into this race finished out the evening in 24th. Never really made his way up through the field. He finished ahead of Kyle Corbett, though, who finishes out in 26th. Alex May in 27th place. Chris Washer was in 30th. Jacob Lawler started dead last, only picked up 9 spots during the course of that race to finish in 33rd place. And then, of course, we documented the hardships for a couple of chasers. Lewis Stevens caught up in the only wreck of the evening, finishing in 38th, and Trent Dunham, the only chaser to retire out of the race, in 40th place. And the only other driver that finished out of the race was David Rivera in the 28th. So, I don't rightly know what the points are going to look like heading into next week. As far as where Cody Lamas finished to Sean Galligan, that's 17 points difference, and Galligan came into tonight's race a total of 24 points back. So Cody may have still been able to hang on to keep the points lead, but it's not going to be by very much over Galligan, Sanford, and possibly Ty Dent as well. So we'll see what the points will look like after tonight's race, but I believe Cody Lamas will still hang on to it, but I think he's lost ground rather than gained ground here tonight. Thank you so much for watching the 4th chase race of the season here tonight at Darlington. If you enjoyed tonight's race, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. We'll show you your official finisher results now as we'll step out of the full screen and show you the finishing spots. There they are, all official now, all the way down through 42nd. Mobil Akari picks up her first career Mobil 1 Cup Series win here tonight at Darlington. And you've been watching a production of the NNSCRA, offline racing at its best.